Welcome to Questions and Answers video series. Today I'll be answering the question, what is the most important attribute of a trader? But instead of one, I decided to choose 3 of them. So let's get with my selection. First one will be patience, especially when waiting for your edge to appear. Persistence, with following the strategy and not letting your losers cloud your mind. And also self-awareness, when emotions take control and you have the ability to turn off your battle station. I selected those 3 because I believe those will help you stop losing money, which is the biggest concern for especially new traders, when you need first to preserve your money, and then from this point you can start building your equity and your journey to becoming a proficient and consistent trader. So let's start with patience. First of all, you need to realize that trading is one of the most, if not the most, boring job in the world. Many people join the trading community because they watch too much of Hollywood movies, where they see, especially how I saw them, a lot of white collar guys, adrenaline packed environment, a lot of screens and money pouring out of nowhere. And especially when you are a retail trader, it is totally opposite. Most of the traders sit in their comfy clothes in front of 2 or 3 screens, observing the charts, doing absolutely nothing, and wishing for some money to come in their pockets at the end of their activity. It is just boring. And because the market moves all the time, and when you're watching the chart, you may feel an urge to just do something. Just boredom trading may trigger in your head. And this is highly dangerous state of mind. Whenever you see really no opportunity which comes up with your edge, with your strategy, the market is just moving up and down, and you sit down in your home or office, watch the chart, and you feel like you have to do something, because we are traders, yes, and we trade for money. Our main goal, my main goal, because I'm a full-time trader, is to make money over time. And it may trigger in your head, and especially in my head, because everything what I'm talking here is based on my own personal experience from first actually 2 years when I started trading, and it was hell a lot of an adventure and highly frustrating period in my life. And I struggled with boredom trading. I am here to make money, and market is moving, I'm doing nothing, I need to make money. And this can really be dangerous, because what can happen? You can start entering trades which have absolutely nothing to do with your edge, only based on your feeling that it will just go up or down, I will do something. And you can easily imagine that this such a behavior leads to really fast draining your account. Also, patience is really important when you need to wait for the candle to close on the chart, and this will be your decision moment. Every time a candle on desired time frame closes, there is a decision moment, and there is a decision to make. Do I enter a market or do I not? And such way of thinking and training your passions can be one of the most important skills, most important things you can do to increase your trading performance. Let's go with persistence. My biggest nightmare when I started trading was not being consistent and executing my strategy. Let's say I learned few simple strategies, I started following technical analysis, I liked it, and I selected few of them and I backtested them. They were proving their worth, they were proving good risk to reward ratio, good hit ratio, so I decided to follow them. And then whenever I encountered like a string of losers on a single strategy, because it happens with every strategy, loss is part of this business, I switched to the other strategy because the other one was not working. And the funny thing, the one I jumped on in gave me some winners, losers, then I encountered the string of losers and I jumped to the other strategy. So I didn't give time to any strategy to prove their worth like in real-time trading. And you can imagine it led to decreasing my portfolio value a lot. So persistence is really important, because what is the best way to do is just select one strategy, backtest it, and follow it no matter what. You may be probably a part of a trading community. A lot of people are telling their trades, they're shouting, they're saying, okay, I did this, and you want to be a part of their success. So you start to listen to other people. Remember, your money is your own responsibility, only yours. So whenever you want to do something with your money, just ask yourself, don't ask other people, don't ask other traders how you should behave, where to enter, where to exit. Don't follow any other kind of signals than your selected edge, your selected strategy, which you already backtested. It's basically like closing your ears and eyes for other people's suggestions to your trading. Whenever you trade, like, people will post nice entries, I will be longing here. You should not long or short enter any position based on other people's analysis. You should analyze the chart by yourself, and if you see it a potential long and it is part of your strategy you're trading and it's confluent, then it's good to enter. But this is your responsibility. Remember, whenever some people will tell you to enter a trade, they are not risking any money. You are risking your own hard-earned money. And just the best way to do is just to be persistent with your strategy. And if you see the strategy on your wallet not working for a long time, it's time to think, sit down, think, backtest it again, see what you did wrong or good, and eventually change it. But changing the strategy because you had a few losers in a row, it's not the way to do, because every strategy will have such. So persistence in following your edge and learning more and more over time, because as a trader it's more of an art than just a simple mathematics, especially if you're a retail trader and you can't afford an expensive algorithms. Learning a lot about market and adapting to it and being persistent in this pursuit of the knowledge is really something which will help you stop losing money and eventually start making it consistently. The last thing I want to mention is self-awareness, which is actually the most important for me, because I put a lot of emphasis on how my brain works, how my emotions work. I like to know everything about how my mind works. Because as human beings, we are emotional creatures, and emotions and reactions based on them may have worked in the caveman ages, where they were part of the self-preservation mechanism. Today, following your emotions blindly and acting on emotions can be really devastating, especially in trading or business. Market is meant the way that to win, it wants us to be psychopaths, and it's made the way to play on our emotions. So because most of the people are not psychopaths and we still have emotions and we follow them, it's really important to keep an eye what is your emotional state of mind, and I can say to you that learning how to observe my emotions and how I act, noting it all down and thinking about it was one of the most important skills I learned over time when I started trading. when I get angry, when I get overly happy or euphoric, if I'm sad, I know I will not be taking the best decisions. It applies also to business. Never make decisions when you're emotional. Wait for everything to calm down and then think logically about it. So whenever you encounter such thing in your trading, like boredom trading, revenge trading, fear of missing out, jumping the gun, just something illogical, irrational behavior, which you will look back in time and you will say, okay, I was stupid, I did it. If you encounter something like this, it's good to close your battle station and think, first of all, what did you feel? What triggered such behavior? Was it a chart? Was it your something else from your life? And think what were the first signs of it. Like if you felt it coming, it was not here. Just think what triggered such behavior. What did you feel at the first time? What maybe you felt something which you can use in the future whenever you feel something like that time you followed the wrong path. Whenever you feel something like this, you can just treat it as a red light in your head and just switch off the chart, just switch off your battle station, because whenever you will be doing any actions with your money during the time you are overly emotional, it's like guaranteed losing this money, because you will not be thinking logical, you will be doing only emotional. So if you start observing yourself, if you detect those first signs of irrational behavior coming, just switch off everything, take a break, enjoy your life. Market will be here when you will come back, and new opportunities also. So are there any other necessary skills? I could bring a lot more, like analytical thinking, risk acceptance, self-criticism, being humble, and even more. But those three, patience, persistence, and self-awareness, are the most important for myself, and are most important traits to acquire and trade to successfully enter a road of becoming a profitable and consistent trader. So this is it for this episode. I hope you get something from it to improve your trading. If you still struggle with your trading, I offer a mentoring for groups and individual people. If you want to know more about it, you can just private message me on my Discord and we'll talk about it. I'm not accepting too much people, I rather like the quality over the quantity. And if you want me to answer any of your questions in the future, just feel free to ask them on my Discord. For now, I hope you will enjoy the rest of your day and trade safe.